everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have done a Instagram chooses my makeup look. So I'll pop on the screen the two images which I put people to vote from, and I'll also put the results on the screen as well. And this is the look that I have done. Don't forget to check out my Instagram, which is Laura_Hargreaves, as I post there daily, and it's more lifestyle, fashion, get more of an insight into me as a person. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and share around with all your friends, as currently I'll show you how many people are subscribed that watch my videos. So currently 13.7% of people are subscribed that watch my videos, and 86.3 aren't. So if you're one of those 86.3 people, don't forget to subscribe, as it really helps me out, and yeah, it really helps me out. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, don't forget to keep watching. So I am going to start off by doing my eyebrows. So for this, again, I'm using my soap brow, and I'm going to actually use the Missguided Haze brow by, the Missguided one that I used in my previous haul, which I'll tag on the screen up here. Yeah, I really like this product. I have been using it quite a bit with the brow gel as well, just to create quite a natural look. So as you can see on the image, she does have quite natural eyebrows. I'm not going to try and do her eyebrow shape because they're a little bit different to mine, but yeah, so I'm going to do that. So I'm first going to start off by taking my spray on my, so I'm just taking a setting spray on my soap, and then I'm going to brush through my brows. So brushing upwards first. So that's what they look like with no product in, and then I'm going in with my Haze Brow Micro Precision Pencil by Missguided in the shade Medium, and it's one of the small nibbed ones. And I'm just filling in the brows. So I dyed my eyebrows about 3 weeks ago now, and this is the colour that's still on them. I have very fair brows, so I dye mine just for a bit of colour, and makes it a little bit easier to fill in. So they are my eyebrows completed. And then to conceal on my eyelids and to carve out the shape, I'm using my Collection Last Imperfection in the shade Cashew 6, and I'm just going to take it on a brush like this and take a small amount and just carve out under my eyebrows. Just to neaten them up a little bit and to take away all this redness that I have on my eyelids. I have just got concealer on my eyelids with no powder or anything, and I'm going in with the Bright Matte palette by Beautybay, and I'm going in with the shade Heat Wave, which is this orange shade here. As you can see on the reference image, she has orange on the top and purple on the bottom lashes. So I'm going to first off by putting the orange on my eyelids. So I'm just going to take a flat brush like this and start packing the colour all over my eyelids, making sure that my eyelids have no creases in. So just smoothing any concealer creasing and going straight on with the colour. I find that they work a lot better with a wet base, and just packing them on in kind of like a V shape. So it should look a little bit like this. And then I'm taking a clean fluffy brush like this and just blending the edges, as we don't want any harsh lines. So it should look like this, and now I'm going to go into a black and do a wing liner with black eyeshadow. So for this I'm just going in with this Morphe lip brush, and I'm going to take the black from the Beautybay palette, which is this one up here, and I'm just going to trace kind of a black eyeliner. So I'm going to start off by going from my lower lash line and following it upwards, and I'm looking down into my mirror and then taking it across. And then I'm going to blend that out, but I'm going to do the same on this side so I can kind of get a rough gauge of what the other one looks like. So I'm just taking a blush brush like this and just blending them outwards. And then I'm taking a cloth just to neaten up So we're going to come back onto the eyes once we've done the rest of the face, but for now I'm going to move on to the face. So as you can see, my face is quite pale at the moment compared to my body, so I'm first going to start off by taking a foundation. I think I might use my Missguided one that I got the other day. So this is the Missguided foundation Meet Your Match Demi Matte Foundation in the shade 10, which I have been using recently. So I'm going to apply it on with my flat brush. That is quite a lot. And then I'm going to go in with my sponge, if I can get it, and just blend it all together. So for concealer, I'm using my Collection Lasting Perfection in the shade Cashew 6, and just applying a small bit under here, on the tip of my nose, forehead, like that, and taking my sponge to blend that all in. And then for contour, I'm actually going to use the Missguided Meet Your Match contouring stick, because I've been using this a few times since I filmed that video. I got mine in the shade D9, and it has got actually better. I have worn it on its own just to kind of bronze up my face if I've got no makeup on, and it actually is quite a good colour. It's quite good just as on its own, just to kind of warm your face up. But I haven't worn proper makeup since, really, so I'm gonna give it a go with makeup again. Blend out. It does blend out a lot easier with a sponge. I think that's the mistake that I made. So you can see there that it's blended quite well into my skin. Okay, so let's move back onto the picture. So she looks like she has a very matte finish to her face. So I'm going to powder and highlight all the areas on my face which I would normally do. So I'm going to take my translucent powder and just apply some under my eyes. I'm going to use my sponge for this. So get a sponge and just apply under. I might bake actually with this. So that's where you just leave the powder under your eyes and a bit on the chin, over there, over my lip, because that's where it gets quite oily, and then on my forehead. So a tip if you're taking pictures is to highlight this area, because it, like, the camera can flash. If the camera flash will brighten up those areas. So I'm just applying some here as well. I'm not going to do under here yet because I haven't put any bronzer on. And then just taking a bit down the centre of my nose to highlight that. Like that, and then I'm going to leave that on for a few moments just to kind of sink into my skin and let it all set. And I'm going to actually put some brow gel on. So I'm using my Right Now Brow by Missguided, and I'm just going to apply that through my brows. I've also used this on its own as well, just as to shape my brows a little bit, as it has a tint to it. That's one with, without. I'm going to bronze up my face. So for this I'm going in with my Revolution Mega Bronzer in Too Warm. So I'm going to just take a fluffy brush like this and just warm up my face. I find that when I have my hair like this, I have to kind of get it right into my hair. And it doesn't matter if you go a little bit too low, because I'm going to add some powder just to kind of sharpen the edges up. And a little bit on the chin, down the neck. Okay, so for nose contour, I'm actually going to take a different one. So I'm going in with my Pro Conceal and Contour by Profusion, and I'm going in with the light contour shade, which is this one here, and I'm just going to run that down my nose. And bring it up into my brows. So I'm actually going to now take my powder and just apply it under here. So you want to just take it down, like that. And you don't want to leave this on for too long, or else it'll leave a line, but you want to leave it on long enough that it actually does something. And then I'm going to brush off all of the rest of it. And then brushing this away as well, or else you'll get a white line. Like that. And then to highlight, as on the image, she is very highlighted and contoured. Where's the picture? As you can see here, her under eyes are quite bright. So I'm going to take a flat brush. Take a flat brush like this, and I'm taking the same palette, and I'm taking the light highlight, which is this one here, and just applying that under here, just to highlight that up and brighten it up a little bit. Like that. And then now I'm going to move back onto the eyes. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to the Alyssa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which looks like this, and I'm going into the shade Believe, which is this purple here. It looks a bit blue on camera, but it is purple, and I'm going to run that really close to the lash line. This is the first time I've ever used this palette, so I'm intrigued to see what it looks like on the eye. And then taking a brush to blend. So to darken up my lash line and in my top lashes, I'm going to use my Collection Lasting Gel and put that into my lash line. And then I'm going to actually take a black and run this, a black eyeshadow, run this close to my lash line, because at the moment it's quite obvious that I've got the black liner in. So I'm taking the shade Beast from the Alyssa Edwards palette. And then I'm going to take the gel liner again and fill in here. I'm going to add some mascara and some eyelashes, and I'll be right back. So on the image she has highlighter in her inner corner. So I'm going to use my All the Stars palette, and I'm just going to use this one here, and I'm just going to apply it with my finger actually into the inner corner like that. And I'm going to use this actually to highlight my face. So for that I'm going to use my fan brush, just dust in. For blush I'm going to zoom back out. So for blush I'm going to use I'm just going to have to use my Primark blush. I can't find the Missguided one, but that is another alternative. And then I'm going to set my face. So for that I'm using my Makeup Obsession Matte Finish Setting Spray. And then for lips, she has like a ombre effect. So I'm going to go in with my lip liner, which is Pick Up Lip Liner, wooden lip liner in the colour Bougie by Missguided, which looks like this. And I'm going to line my lips. Like that. And then I'm going to use the same, so my lipstick that I got from Missguided in the shade No Drama, and I'm just going to apply that everywhere except in kind of in the centre, if that makes any sense. Should I zoom in and see? Then to fill the centre in, I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Milkshake, and I'm just going to fill and then I'm going to actually go in with the matte stick in the shade What Went Down. And this is the finished look. I really like this look. I think it's cool. And if you'd also like to know where I got my jacket from, I did a haul with my last video, which I'll leave down below. Don't forget to check that out, and don't forget to check out any of my other videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again on Friday with another video. Thanks for watching.